pwede ba tayong magbigay ng halimbawa doon sa mga sinasabi nyo hindi naman kailangan na napakalaki yung negosyo para umpisahan? Yung masasabi natin na medyo maliit lamang siya, pero napalugo niya ng napakalaki at naging successful.
Dati yung sa agrikultura, yung consultant, naging partner kasi nagkaroon siya ng porsyento ng negosyo. Dahil nakikita ng employer na nakita na
Magaling siya.
hindi lang magaling sa magturo, nagtuturo pa sa owner paano ipalaki ang negosyo. So yung additional business is usually what people will give you a share of, not their old business, no? We've also had architects and service providers. We found financiers for them. And so these architects become entrepreneurs. They start with townhouses and then later on they're doing buildings. Because we've found financiers and marketers. Actually, marami rin yung mga brokers ng mga property na we enter into arrangements with them. They start out being brokers. Either we or the people we introduce become their financiers for property. Yung easy sa property, it's very easy dahil mabilis ibilang yung cost eh. But we also have distributors. When we went to the province the last time sa Bacolod, yung ibang produkto, may distributors tayo sa miyembro natin, nakita ang mga produkto nila, so they're carrying their products. Meanwhile, also, for instance, motorcycle sellers, ganyan. They start out with small sales. We teach them how to do financing so they're able to expand their sales. No? So, itong mga ibang nag-import, merong consultant sa tech company, naturuan natin na when the owner was not willing to take the risk on some new clientele and they felt very strongly, they came out. So sabi ko, pagka kayo ay willing magtaya, tataya ako sa inyo kung ano. So nagtaya sila, lahat sila kalahati, they receive half their salary, and I told them, you close the first transaction. So this is called tiering the bet para hindi malaki ang risk, no? Sabi natin, i-close na muna yung transaction, pakita nyo na totoong kaya nyo mag-close. So they close the first transaction, then I ask them, do another transaction. Each transaction, they pay me back my capital.
So sa makatuwid, ang sinasabi mo, George, ay nakikipagsapalaran rin sila sa kanilang puhunan through their salary.
Yes. Lahat kailangan makipagsapa. Mas may kumpiyansa ang tao. Even tayo, nung nag-start tayo sa negosyo, when we ask for investor, they want to see na ikaw rin ay may lugi. No? Kapwa ka rin malugi. That way, that's an easy way to start. If you have already proven your ability, then people are willing to bet maski na wala ka masyadong
puhunan.
Risk. No? The bank will even lend you. That's why this is a good time because never have interest rates been so low. Although ngayon paakyat ulit. In the last 3 years, 3%
Medyo mababa.
lang eh. Pagka maghihiram ka para sa mortgage, 6%. Pero pag maghihiram ka para sa negosyo, credit line, 3% lang.
Pag malalaking kumpanya yan, pag medyo maliliit lang yan, mas mataas.
Ito ay, pagka marunong ka mag-negotiate at may endorser ka, mababa rin yan. No? So that's why the network is useful. Because yung mga bank managers, alam nyo, yung mga bank managers are given, so we teach them, bank managers are given a certain level at which they have discretion. So if they see if you deposit in a certain bank and they see your cash flow, they will feel the risk is not that high. No? So that way, you make it comfort level. Even if you start with 50,000, 100,000 ang loan mo, may discretion sila magbigay sa'yo. And the interest rate can be very reasonable.
Pero kung halimbawa ang isang tao ho ay talagang gustong magnegosyo pero hindi niya alam kung sinong kakausapin, paano ba niya mag-umpisang humingi ng tulong sa inyo? At anong tulong ang kaya niyong ibigay sa kanila?
We feel that sometimes when people market entrepreneurship and people get to like the idea of wanting to do a business and be an entrepreneur, it's dangerous because they start with the idea na gusto ko maging negosyante. That is almost always you are going to fail. What you have to start out with, gusto ko maging negosyante, then you work with someone. The best thing is to learn from somebody else's capital at hindi sa'yo. What is it? You're watching someone very closely kung paano siya nag-succeed sa anong negosyo, or you working for that person and you watch and you learn about the market, and then you come out and do yourself when you know who is the market, what is selling or not. For instance, sasabihin ko na, for instance, my friend, he went to the US, sa New York siya. Sabi namin, ba't ka pumunta ng US, no? at ba't ka nagtrabaho dito sa kumpanya? This company is known to pay low and work you very hard. At in-explain niya sa amin, alam mo, nandito ako, yung mga ibang co-workers ko, ayaw mag-overtime at laging galit sa owner. Ako, pinapatrabaho niya ako, I accept the overtime, I don't ask for much, I learn everything. So I'm going to learn who the suppliers are, I'm going to learn what goods sell well, I know who the best customers are, and 2 years later, he went 5 blocks down and started his own.
Wow. So ang
So
sinasabi
yung modelo ng
Yeah.
paano magsimula,
So ang
importante.
sinasabi mo, George, is that ang mga successful modes ng pagiging negosyante ay mag-umpisa ka muna na intindihin kung ano yung negosyong papasukan mo.
Iintindihin mo at most important, hahanap ka ng market. No? If you have that market and you know how to run it, other people will finance you. As long as they feel you have integrity. Na kung may record ka ng panloloko o tamad ka o mahilig ka mag-good time, ibang bagay yan.
So-
But they might still pay you for your idea. Iba naman ang papatakbo nila. Ikaw naman may porsyento for the idea, maaari rin ganyan.
Nabanggit mo rin na napaka-importante nung merkado, no?
Yes.
Na talagang sa feeling mo, kung alam mo kung kanino mo ibebenta at kung paano mo ibebenta yan, yan ang pinaka-cornerstone ng masasabi natin, pinaka-pundasyon ng iyong pagiging negosyante. Dahil kasi kung wala kang pagbebentahan ng produkto o service mo, ay wala hong mangyayari sa inyo. Dahil kasi kailangan may revenue side ka bago ka magkaroon ng pera, panggastos at pangpalago ng iyong negosyo. Tama ho ba yun?
Yes, tama yan. Actually, it's not that hard to start a business if you've been working for a business before. So, sabihin natin, we give them ideas how to find business. For instance, hardware. A lot of people, you work in a hardware, you know the suppliers, and now there's a construction boom for the last 10 years. You just go out, know the suppliers, open a hardware in the next town, you're sure to have
Ikaw lang
clients.
pupuntahan.
Ikaw nang pupuntahan.
Okay,
No? So, or the phone business ngayon, because everyone knows that the phones are selling so well.
Yes.
A lot of people, they just go one price lower, they open. So, yung mga local brands built here, yung My Phone, Cloud Phone, ganyan. Mga ito, nakita nila, yung mga Samsung, nakita nila yung Apple at Motorola nagbebenta. So, gumawa sila. No? Tapos ngayon, below Samsung or dati yung mga phones na mid-price, then the Chinese phones came in. And even below the Chinese phones, ngayon, we have local brands. No? Because they saw that it's selling at 5,000, 6,000 a phone. They know that if they go buy the parts and assemble them, they
Mas
are
mura.
able to sell at 3,000, 2,000, even below 2,000. No? So they know there's a market and they know they can produce it for 1,000 bucks. They sell it for 1,500. So one way of looking for a market is if you can supply it cheaper, or you can supply a higher end na more expensive but higher value. Like sa amin sa Marie France, tinatanong ng iba, bakit yung ibang nagbebenta ng facial na 600 pesos o sa corner salon 200 pesos, sa atin is 1,500. Pero 1,500, you come in, you know that yung tuwalyang ginagamit, hindi yung amoy ng yung
Hindi recycled.
hindi recycled ang amoy, di ba? Yung mga girls
So
natin,
you get for
English
quality.
speaking. Yeah, so
You get quality.
you can go up in price, you can go down in price. Hindi naman lahat labanan ng presyo.
Napansin niyo ho ba kung mas rumarami ang ating mga negosyante o pareho lang o nababawasan?
Ang maganda ay nagkakaroon ng restructuring. Dumadami yan mga nag-start ng negosyo successfully, and many Filipinos are beginning to start successful businesses. Meanwhile, those who had businesses before that are not adapting, sila naman ang nalulugi at nagsasarado, and
So,
then they become
nagsasara na
So
sila.
there is a restructuring. That is what we call yung creative
Rebuilding.
creative restructuring of the
Restructuring.
economy.
I
No?
see, I see.
Oo. Ang dapat nating gayahin is yung ibang bansa, yung Amerika, yung China. Every 10 years, yung mga top 20 richest umiiba. Except sa US, yung top 5 or 6 laging pareho, no?
Nakalamang
Pero the
na
top
masyado
20,
Oo.
palit ng palit. That shows that the economy is
It's
very dynamic.
I see.
No, sa atin is, if we look at the, if we look at the top, it's always been, that means we lack additional energy and ideas.
Okay.
Which today, very good because with the internet, we can learn from the best in the world. Bubuksan mo yung digital media mo, you can hear from Steve Jobs, you can hear from Bill Gates.
So maraming nagpapayo sa kanila.
Yes. So you get a lot of ideas. You can get third-party financing. You can get partnerships, outsource your accounting.
Yung crowdfinancing, crowdsourcing.
Yes, crowdsourcing. So maraming bagong struktura ng negosyo ngayon na pwedeng gamitin ng bagong negosyante.
Okay. So,